just another comment or note. You may or may not have noticed with all my brewing system here that the wort is always on the exterior. My wort never goes through plumbing or inside of pipes. I don't like the idea of counterflow chillers, and I'm not criticizing it, just saying what I'm about. And even before, when you saw my heat stick inside the coffee maker there, it's the wort at never any time is inside. I don't have an inline heater. I have actually seen situations where the inline heater doesn't clean properly. If you were to cut that pipe in half and look inside, it would be all I don't know what the expression is, but you have to clean your wort chiller every once in a while. If you see the upper end, it's sort of black. And I haven't cleaned my wort chiller in over a year because I clean and dry it right away. So if I were to have everything on the inside, or some systems on the inside, run my wort on the inside of the copper, just in my brain, the way I think, I don't like that idea. And so everything is on the exterior. My wort is always outside where I can easily access it, and cleaning surfaces that come into the anything that comes in contact with the wort is an exterior surface, so that I can clean it right away. So it's at 68 Fahrenheit. It was actually around 67 Fahrenheit. Wort chiller is out. Hops are out. I clean that right away. Another thing I do is I let it sit for a half hour, 45 minutes, and let all the proteins and whatnot drop out. Helps with the efficiency. And then you'll see I'm going to rack it off into my fermentation buckets. The other thing I do too is I just kind of shift it over a little. The plate holds it up there. That plate is perfect for balancing it. And so this part, you want to be sanitary. I'm very sanitary. And so I do this for about 5 minutes. Let it just heat right up, and kills any possible germs out of there as well. Very sanitary. I got a dedicated pot with Star San, and I dip my hand in there all the time, especially when I'm handling wort, handling hot bags. When I took those hot bags out in the wort chiller, I sanitized my hand big time. My hands big time. So it's time to get her in the primary. It's been sitting for about half hour or so, and out she comes. Not sure if you can tell. Probably can. It is nice clear wort. So there's a little thing I do, I guess call it a trick. I'll show you in a minute. With the trub that gets left on the bottom, and I use a couple of demijohns to basically bump my efficiency from, if it's 80%, I'll end up with 82 to 85%, or 85%, I'll end up with 88 to 90%. And so we will look at that in a second. So this is what I do to get more efficiency. That's all the trub is in the pot. Pot's empty. So I will put that in the fridge for 24 hours, and I may do just like a short after epilogue to show it. That'll drop down to like that, and it will be nice and clear wort, not bitter. The isomerization is done. Only a 24-hour period, maybe sometimes less. Sitting on top of the trub does not affect the flavor. And that literally bumps me up 3 to 5%. So it's a little thing that I do. This is how I aerate my worts. I got a CPVC pipe, and well, you need good wrists for this. I'll do this 2 or 3 times, and the foam literally comes up to here. Never had a problem. You need good wrists. So. So as you can see, I've done a bunch of aerating. It's right up high. The foam doesn't mean that that is the air, but if you end up with a bunch of foam like that by stirring with this thing, tons and tons and tons of air has been inoculated into it. So now it's time to pitch the yeast. This is the 1072 Y yeast in this one, and then this one here will go the 1332. Time to pitch. This is all the top crop. Now I don't care so much about rinsing it out, getting every last drop, because it's such a high constant yield of top cropping yeast. So the fact that there's some in there like that, not a problem. And then I give it a stir, one last stir. See how if it sits and rests, the protein destabilizes, and you're allowed 1/3 stir. If you can see the activity there. That's why I do it. So there she blows. I got a couple of, well, there's going to be about 4.5 gallons each. Brewday. The original gravity is 1053, and so I got about 85% efficiency, plus minus a couple of degrees. Would have got about a little more. Would have ended up maybe at 87, say, if I would have kept going like I used to with the second runnings. But initial reports show beer tastes much better. And I think if you look at my other video, you see the dry hopping. There's the dry hopping there too going on. So that really makes the beer taste awesome as well. So that's it. I just got a bunch of cleaning to do and get that second runnings going. I'll probably put like a 1/2 ounce of Saaz in there for half an hour. Ferment that out. That's the one from this brew. Is this one I was telling you, that experiment I'm doing. This has not been fine at all. With any kind of Werflock. I just boiled it out. It's got 1 ounce of Fuggles in it. And I smelled it this morning. It smells okay. What I want to see is, even if it takes 6 months, can I get it nice and clear in bottles inside the fridge, if I keep it in the fridge or in a cold storage for a few months. So I'm going to do that again today with this brew, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, just playing around, having fun with my beer. So I hope you enjoy this, and have a nice day.